It's 5 in the morning. Dan's not doing good. I think we need to call somebody.
Oh, this is the worst pain of my life.
Jake, Ed's in a really bad way.
Oh.
I think just staying calm, keep your breathing going.
Yeah, it went down like that. But in order for me to tell you exactly how it went down, I have to actually take you back to the beginning a couple days earlier.
All right. Shall we go to the Grand Canyon?
Let's do it.
We had planned this hike a couple months in advance. Eric, a good buddy of mine who has been in several videos of mine, has his own backpacking channel, has put this whole trip together for us. And we decided to do this in winter. I was planning on a rim to rim to rim of the Grand Canyon. It was really cold, very windy, was ready to go, had enough water, felt prepped, felt ready. I also have a health coach that I've been working with for a long time. His name is Adrian. And he's been helping me prep as far as my diet and getting ready for this hike. And I'll put a link in the description for him. So if any of you are thinking about maybe looking for a health coach, he's awesome. He's got his own Instagram. Check him out. He's looking for new clients. So please visit him. We started out at the South Rim at about 7,000 feet.
Welcome to the Grand Canyon, my friend.
Wow.
Holy cow.
The Grand Canyon is a vertical mile straight down, but the trail to get to the bottom of the canyon is 7 miles long. So that's a ton of switchbacks, which I normally hike very well down. I don't really have any issues at all. I'm actually pretty quick hiking downhill.
So we're coming down. This is the South Kaibab Trail. It's 7 miles. This is the steeper route. We'll make it to the river, and then we're going to go another 7 miles to camp tonight. And then the North Rim is actually higher than the South Rim by about 1,000 feet. So it's going to be colder. There's going to be more snow, and there's not going to be like anybody out there. So I think it's going to be really special.
I think I know why there's not going to be anybody out there.
Nobody else is dumb enough.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much what's going on.
Whoa. I was this close to taking off my jacket and my crampons, but every time we come around this bend, the wind is just howling on us. And the sand coming out of the canyon is like crazy too. So I think I'm gonna leave it on a little bit longer.
Did you want to take that jacket off?
Yeah, you said it wasn't supposed to be windy.
Yeah, no, I thought below the rim we wouldn't have any wind.
So the group that was just behind us, they're walking away right there. It's a guided group. And he asked what we were doing, and because he saw we had snowshoes, and I think he was trying to talk us out of it.
The rangers were very insistent that we have an aggressive itinerary. They are probably right.
We're underground. Oh.
I hate to say it, but I really feel like we're at a low point of our trip.
He'll be here all night, folks. Made it to the Phantom Ranch, and what I think it is because I've only just walked past it, is there's I guess a small restaurant here, and then a bunch of like cabins and stuff that you could stay at, and there's a toilet right there too, so that's kind of nice.
I was feeling good, but then it was a 7-mile trek to Cottonwood, I think it's Cottonwood campground. That was another 7 miles of a steady uphill. Not real huge incline, but 7 miles after coming 7 miles down.
Unfortunately, we're probably going to be hiking into the dark when we get to camp. So that's kind of a bummer. We're kind of in March mode where we're just trying to hustle out these miles.
Emmett, how you feeling?
Decent. I got some ibuprofen in my system.
Pack still hurting, or?
I'm still hurting, but we're making through. I feel like I'm
Jake, how you feeling?
Good, man. Yeah. Getting a little tired.
Say something about the canyon. What do you think about the canyon? Go.
You know, it feels grand.
We've hit that part of the night. Ooh. Darkness has descended upon us. This trail just keeps going on and on. We are close though. I've been saying that and feeling that for a long time. Oh, we're worked. Good freaking work, dude. That was a beast of a day.
Sure was.
We're getting packed up. I did not show you last night because that kicked my butt in a big way. I was not anticipating the hike down was going to do what it did to my legs. So it was about a mile down into the canyon, and I felt fine. And then probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles in, my legs it was struggling. And about 2 miles out from camp, I almost threw in the towel, set up camp on the side of the trail. That was unexpected. We are going to attempt the North Rim today. You ready, Emmett?
Ready as it can be.
Ready as how you feeling?
Yesterday was really tough. I think, like, of the stuff you and I have done together, this has probably been the hardest thing so far.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Adviling up for the day.
There you go. There you go.
Let's do this.
And he's 20 years younger than me, so I want you to think about that for those of you that are watching. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. We knew that a week or so prior, there was a huge snowstorm that came through that buried the North Rim in snow, and we were told that it could be anywhere from 5 to 10 feet of snow at the top. And we were prepping for that. We had our snowshoes, we had our crampons, we had trekking poles. We were good to go. And so we started the ascent the next morning, which our ascent over about another 7 miles was going to be about 5,600 feet.
So I knew that this feature was here. This is way more ice than I've ever seen. To keep going, we can either traverse down below through here. That snow might be super deep, don't really know. And we can take a look and see if we can get behind there. Woo! All right, it's just
I don't know what that was, a
the
sign
troll,
or what.
the troll letting us know we're here. That's crazy looking, but I think there's just enough room that we can do a big shuffle. I think we should get at least one person through first, and then we can pass gear. Good. That was actually very tight. Do you have any coconut oil or?
I brought some butter. So I think I'm gonna try the low route, and then maybe we could shuffle gears somehow that way.
Step up. There you go. There you go. Get up. There you go. There you go.
Once we got to about, I'd say, I don't know, mile 3.5, that's when we were realizing the depth of the snow that we were getting in, and we knew it was time to put on snowshoes.
Snowshoe time. How deep do you think the snow is?
Oh, well, I mean, we're definitely standing at least on top of 5 feet of snow. Right?
Switchbacks were treacherous. There were times we didn't even know if we were on trail. We had to look at a map on our phones. I used Onyx Backcountry to guide us, to tell us if we were even on a switchback, and to find out when the switchback was even going to kick back the opposite direction. Now, keep in mind that both Emmett and Jake, the cameraman for Eric, and we were filming for a television show as well. Eric is the host of a TV show called Epic Trails. They were both so exhausted that they didn't even turn on their cameras. They had all kind of hiked off ahead of me. So Eric, Jake, and Emmett were, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 switchbacks up ahead of me. This whole trek was, nobody had done this yet. We were breaking trail. There wasn't a single marking in the snow that gave any sign of anybody else having been there since the snowfall probably a week prior. So we were it. I would say about a mile into wearing snowshoes, I started to develop some really serious chest pains. They were coming in waves, on and off. Sometimes they would last, 10 seconds. Sometimes they would last 10 minutes. And then about 2 miles from the top, it was as if someone had flipped a light switch off in my body, and my body was like, we're done. You're done. We're not moving any farther. There's no way we're gonna keep doing this. I was scared to death. I didn't know if I was gonna make it. I was ready to press my rescue button. It was dark now, pitch black. Temperature was around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. All I had was a headlamp on, my backpack, and I was hiking through the snow. And all of a sudden I see a headlamp coming back towards me, and it was Eric coming back down, and I noticed he was not wearing a backpack, and he looked at me and he says, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No." He said, "Give me your backpack." And it was at that moment, I completely broke down. And it was humbling because no hiker wants to give somebody else their backpack. They want to finish the hike with their backpack on. But I knew that I was incapable of moving without handing him my backpack. Gave him my backpack. We started hiking up the switchbacks. We probably hiked maybe 4 switchbacks, 5 switchbacks up to where he had dropped his backpack. And so obviously I knew at that moment I was gonna have to grab my backpack back. We thought we were gonna make it to the top of the North Rim by about 5 or 6 p.m. We didn't get there till after 10 p.m.
So we're at a pretty tricky spot in the night. It's dark. We didn't make our goal of getting out of the canyon before dark. So we're hustling as fast as we can. The snow is deep. We're snowshoeing now. It's massively difficult. Dan's back here with me. We're struggling, but we're gonna do this.
I knew that the best bet for me, we all knew, was to get to the top of the rim of the canyon so that I didn't have to be rescued on a switchback and make it that much more difficult for rescue to get down to me and get me out. I crawl in my tent. They say I just instantly fell asleep. I don't remember that at all. They said I was snoring logs. My recollection of everything is hit and miss. I think my body was just blocking things out because of the pain and the trauma that I was going through.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if you can see me. It's probably getting close to 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I've slept at all. I'm having severe chest pains all night long. I just wanted to grab the camera as fast as I could. It's on my phone. It's just right next to me. Everybody else is sleeping, I'm pretty sure.
By morning, I just remember being in such physical pain that they obviously heard me screaming and came over to the tent to check on me.
So it's 5 in the morning. Dan's not doing good. He was struggling coming up the trail. We got him here, got him into bed. He slept, passed out real hard for an hour or two, but apparently he's just been moaning, got chest pain. I think we need to call somebody.
This is the worst pain of my life, man.
Mike 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm at the North Rim Trailhead, just outside of Jacob Lake. We just hiked out of the Grand Canyon today, last night, and my buddy is in distress. He's got some pretty severe chest pain, and I think we might need to get him out to some sort of help.
Just a moment for me. I'm gonna get somebody paged out to you, okay? Hold on
Okay,
for me.
yes, thank you. Hello, this is Eric.
Hi, Eric. This is 911.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know that we do have a single ranger on location at the North Rim who is responding.
Okay,
He does want you to be aware that he has an approximate 25-minute ETA
Okay.
and that there's no ambulance service out of the park. The only way out of the park from that location would be air ambulance if it's necessary.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some aspirin ready.
Take your time, man.
So you want me to go with you guys? Yeah, probably with that.
Camera? How you doing? Huh? This is camera? Yeah.
I'm doing a lot better.
Are you?
Yeah, they got an IV in me. They gave me like drugs, which is super good.
Dan, love you, dude.
They got me plugged in.
You're gonna
They
be
got
good.
my IV hanging here.
That's right.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Send us a copy of the show.
Take pictures.
Yeah, right on.
Take care. Hey, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Damn it. You're the man.
Bye.
You're the man, Jake. Thank you.
Bye, Dan.
So Dan will not be continuing the journey with us here on the Grand Canyon. So the Grand Canyon is one of the most visited national parks in the whole US. But what I think people don't necessarily have a grasp of is that the Grand Canyon is one of the most extreme environments in North America. But in the North Rim in the winter, with the elevations that we have, there is almost no civilization for at least 50 miles. Hard to grasp if you haven't been here and haven't hiked the canyon to know how big and how daunting and truly how brutal this place can be. When we parted ways, we fist bumped, we were joking around with each other a little bit. His spirits were up, and he's definitely in good hands.
So we followed a front end loader about 20 miles out as it plowed the road to open the North Rim for me to get out. It took us probably 3 or 4 hours to meet an ambulance that then transferred me to the Kane County Medical Center in Kanab, Utah. And when I got there, I was still in a lot of pain.
I'm at a hospital in Utah. I think it's called, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the city I'm in, but they got me wired up all over the place. And right now they're saying that I have severe muscle breakdown and it could be affecting my kidneys.
So I thought I was having a heart attack. I didn't know what the chest pains were. I thought it was maybe altitude sickness. Everybody else thought it was altitude sickness. But it turned out to be something completely different, something that I'd never heard of, something that's actually very rare, and that's called rhabdomyolysis. And basically what that is, if you are a ultra athlete, you know what this is. But it's when you overexert yourself to the point where your muscles begin to break down. They release a toxic protein that then goes and destroys your kidneys. And it's essentially like your body begins to eat itself. So that's what was happening to me out there. And then my esophagus and my lungs swelled up enormously. That caused ridiculously huge pain. I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought it was the end, essentially. The doctor had told me that had I tried to hike from the North Rim back to the South Rim, which was the plan, it's more than likely my kidneys would have shut down and I potentially could have died. I spent 3 days, 2 nights in the hospital in Utah, completely stranded, knew nobody. I was 3.5 hours from where I was supposed to be. They were fantastic. They treated me like family. It was such a small hospital that there were only 2 patients there, me and somebody else apparently, and so they like rolled out the red carpet for me. They were next level. So if you're watching from the Kane County Medical Center, thank you so much for the care that you gave me. I cannot understate how much myself and my entire family appreciates that. So what would I have done differently on this trip? Well, for starters, I probably would not have hiked it in the winter again. Would I ever attempt this again? Yeah, absolutely. I think I would, but I certainly would be better prepared to not try to do a rim to rim in just one night. I would stop at the Phantom Ranch, sleep there, stop again at Cottonwood or Cotton Ridge or whatever it is, sleep there, and then I would hike out when there's little to no snow on the North Rim. I also want to say a huge thank you to everybody that reached out. I got countless text messages, emails. I posted something on the community page on YouTube. It got over 600 comments, I think, of people just expressing their well wishes towards me, which was unreal that there's that many people that cared enough to do that. So thank you so much. So what's next? Well, I go see a doctor tomorrow. At this point, I'm at about 70%, I would say. My legs are the worst of it right now. They're just very weak. It's difficult to walk at a brisk pace. I can sort of walk pretty normally, but not super normal. So I'm hoping that over the next couple weeks, I will have 100% recovery. I've got some big things coming up. I'm headed to Egypt with Sawyer. We're doing another trip there, handing out water filters in a month, so I'm hoping I'm gonna be ready for that. The doctor's hopefully gonna give me a thumbs up for that. And then as far as my next hike, I don't know when that's gonna be. Hopefully not too long, because I'm already thinking about getting back out in the safest way possible. So thank you all once again for all of your love, all of your support. We're doing great, and yeah, so we will definitely see you on the next one.